Aquarius, Houston.
Hello there, Houston.
Hi. Jim, we've gone ahead and computed the CSM course align gimbal angles based on your being at the service module SEP attitude at the time that Jack cranks up the computer and course aligns the IMU. That is, we assume that you're going to be at roll 0, pitch 091, yaw 0. And if you concur on that, I'd like to pass up the angles for Jack to have.
Okay, I'll be there to the best of my ability.
Good show. You ready to copy?
Go ahead.
Okay, CSM course align angles. Roll plus 298.95. Pitch plus 271.30. Yaw plus 000.20.
Okay, the command module angles will be roll 298.95, pitch 271.30, and yaw 000.20.
That's affirmative, and that's for his verb 41, noun 20 when he gets there.
It's Apollo Control, Houston, 139 hours, 53 minutes now to the flight of Apollo 13. Our display shows this 13 spacecraft at 23,873 nautical miles now out from Earth. Less than 20 minutes from this time, Jack Schweikert aboard the command module will start drawing power from the 3 command module entry batteries. With this event forthcoming, Flight Director Gene Kranz advised his flight control team on the loop to review all checklist procedures for power transfer. You may recall that yesterday, the entry batteries A and B were recharged from the LM. Presently, there are 118 amp hours showing for the 3 entry batteries on the command module. This is within 2 amp hours of the liftoff number. We're at 139 hours, 55 minutes into the flight, and this is Apollo Control, Houston. This is Apollo Control, Houston, at 139 hours, 59 minutes now to the flight of Apollo 13. We presently show Apollo 13 at 23,196 nautical miles away from Earth and with a speed of 12,798 feet per second. The retrofire officer advised Flight Director Gene Kranz that our entry times are holding quite firm. There's only a 1-second change in ground elapsed time for entry interface. We're now looking at 142 hours, 40 minutes, 39 seconds for time of entry into the Earth's atmosphere. And at a velocity of 36,211 feet per second, and an entry angle of 6.5, minus 6.5 degrees. We're at 140 hours now into the flight, and this is Apollo Control, Houston.
Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead, Houston Aquarius here.
Okay, Jim, we're getting about 9 minutes from the commencement of command module power up, and we wanted to just mention to you for Jack's benefit that although the batteries are looking real good, in case they're cool and have a little difficulty hacking the load just at first, we'd like them to monitor main bus voltage to 24 volts or above during the power-up procedure, and if it falls below, we'll have a couple circuit breakers for them that will solve the problem.
Okay, and I think you're also monitoring main bus voltage.
Negative, not in the command module at this time, because we don't call up telemetry until a little bit later on.
So that's right, I forgot. Okay, I will tell.
Thank you. Aquarius, Houston.
Go ahead.
Okay, your go to start powering up the command module.
Right now, we're starting now.
Okay.
Okay, we have the LM power breaker. Okay, Houston, you're looking at it?
Okay, roger, stand by. Okay, press on, Fred.
Okay. Okay, that's it, Joe.
Okay, real good.
Apollo Control, Houston, 140 hours, 16 minutes now into the flight. Network.
Go ahead.
Roger, we have command module AOS, request Omni Charlie in the CM, over.
Omni Charlie, okay, stand by.
That call up from Joe Kerwin, confirming that Honeysuckle has acquisition of signal on the command module S-band. We're at 140 hours, 16 minutes. Apollo 13 now 21,092 nautical miles away.
It's known as yelling through the tunnel.
The 1MC.
I've got Fred up there with Jack now helping to power up the CM, and I'm staying down in good old Aquarius.
Understand, Jim.
Apollo Control, Houston, 140 hours, 18 minutes now into the flight. That last report from Spacecraft Commander Jim Lovell, reporting that Fred Hayes now in the command module helping Jack Swigert power up the systems. The nominal timeline called for Lovell and Hayes to transfer into the lunar module at about minus 1 hour 30 minutes from time of entry interface. So lunar module pilot Hayes has stepped ahead slightly in that timeline. We now show that we're 1 hour 22 minutes away from time of jettison of the lunar module. We're at 140 hours, 19 minutes into the flight, and this is Apollo Control, Houston. Apollo Control, Houston, now at 140 hours, 21 minutes now into the flight. We're receiving command module tracking data now, and the data is looking good.
Yes, Houston.
Go ahead.
Just to inform you, we've got data from from Odyssey, and it looks good.
Hey, great.
However, in looking over some of the command module displays, it appears...
Aquarius Odyssey is trying to call. Can you read him?
Negative, don't read Odyssey yet. Has he got his intercom panel configured?
I'll double check. They're hearing you.
Okay, good deal. I don't hear him yet.
It appears to be a little chilly inside the command module cabin at the present time. We have a reading of 38 degrees.
First 74.
Stand by for just 1 minute, Jim.
There, Houston.
I know it. Okay, Aquarius Houston, recommend in Odyssey that he switch the power amplifier to low, over.
Power amplifier to low. It's been switched to low, Houston.
Roger. Okay, verify the power amp talkback is gray, Jim.
Okay. That's verified?
Okay.
We're at 140 hours, 23 minutes now into the flight. We presently show Apollo 13 at 20,257 nautical miles away and having a velocity of 13,622 feet per second. This is Apollo Control, Houston.
Aquarius, Houston.
Go ahead.
We have high bit rate. We are standing by for the Verb 74 enter and the EMOD dump.
Rod, thank you.
Joe, how you read?
Okay, read you, babe.
Okay, loud and clear. Verb 74 coming down.
Okay, copy that, Jack.
And I'll be ready for your P27 update. And I did accept.
Okay, understand you're in poo and accept. Verify on me, Charlie.
Okay. Joe, we're Omni Charlie. We have a better signal strength on another Omni.
Okay, stand by. Okay, Odyssey Houston, select your own best Omni and then repeat the Verb 74 enter. Okay, Odyssey Houston, we're locked on solid high bit rate now. Repeat the Verb 74 enter, over. Belay that, hold the Verb 74, 1 minute, wait.
You're too late, Joe. It's coming down.
Okay, Odyssey Houston.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're going to skip the EMOD dump for right now and get the uplink in.
Okay. Poo and accept.
Okay, poo and accept. And Jack, you can go ahead with the IMU and optics power up, over.
Right, it's in work.
Okay.
Apollo Control, Houston, 140 hours, 34 minutes now into the flight. We're presently in the process of updating the command module computer, the CMC now in program 27. We show 1 hour, 7 minutes away from scheduled time of jettison of the lunar module. This is Apollo Control, Houston.
Able to read any bad C voltage. We do have current, though. Not bad.
Okay, copy that, Fred.
That was Jack.
You're looking good on the ground, Odyssey. And I think the reason you don't read voltage is that it's a circuit breaker that we have called as being out.
All right, you're fine.
It's Apollo Control, Houston, 140 hours, 37 minutes now into the flight. We presently show Apollo 13 at 18,623 nautical miles from Earth, and with a velocity of 14,144 feet per second. This is Apollo Control.
Odyssey Houston, the uplink is going well. We have one more load to get in.
Okay, real fine. Is the computer mine now, Joe?
Stand by 1 second. Okay, Jack, we'd like a Verb 74 enter, and it'll take less than a minute for the EMOD dump.
Coming down.
Houston, it'll be 100 seconds.
Okay, can I go to block on the telemetry?
Not just yet, Jack. Odyssey, Houston, you can go to up till block. Over.
Up till block and the computer's fine.
Not yet, Jack. We're still in the EMOD dump. And Aquarius,
Okay.
Houston.
Go ahead, Houston.
Okay, we're coming up on time for the course line, Jim, so you can hold your attitude real good.
Rod.
And Odyssey, Houston, the computer is yours. You can press on.
Okay.
Houston, Aquarius.
Aquarius, Houston, go ahead.
Roger, he just towards the line. I'm going to the jettison attitude.
Copy that. Aquarius, Houston, I copied that that he's completed the course line. He's going into the P-52 now, is that right?
Let me check. I think he is.
Okay. You're staying at your present attitude, aren't you?
Yeah, I will. I'll stay in the present attitude.
Roger that.
Okay, Houston, I got a P-20 alarm here. Oh, Sam.
Roger that.
I know what
Odyssey, Houston, have you set the drift flag and the ResMed flag over? Odyssey, Houston.
that flag.
You were noisy. I didn't copy. Have you set the drift and ResMed flag?
Jack Swigert reported a 220 alarm, this indicating that the IMU is not aligned. We're at 140 hours, 45 minutes into the flight. We show Apollo 13 at 17,461 nautical miles away at the present. Now traveling at a speed of 14,552 feet per second. Apollo 13 now 54 minutes away from the time of lunar module jettison. To dispose of Aquarius, the crew inside the command module, after installing the hatch, will vent the lunar module tunnel to 1.5 or 2 pounds, giving a delta pressure of 3 psi across the docking tunnel hatch. This to ensure a proper sealing. To jettison the lunar module, the pyros are fired aboard the command module, and pressure in the tunnel gives a separation velocity of some 2 feet per second. The command module will do most of the moving at this point because it will be the lighter of the two spacecraft. The separation could be likened to the releasing of a balloon and having air propel it along. We're at 140 hours, 47 minutes now into the flight, and Apollo 13 now at a distance of 17,225 nautical miles from Earth, traveling at a speed of 14,629 feet per second. This is Apollo Control, Houston.
Roger that, Jack.
Okay, Joe, can you give me any stars that I might try here?
That's affirmative. Vega and Altair should be good. Vega is 3-6, Altair is 4-0.
Okay, we'll give them a try.
Okay, and you might look for them in the telescope if you're not sextant right off. They should be close to the crosshairs.
Well, I've got all that material that's getting from the bottom of the command line.
Roger that.
I have an RCS light, thank you.
Okay, Jim, that's the one we warned you about some time ago. Low helium, no sweat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Houston, there's a star angle difference with stars 36 and 40.
How about that, baby?
I'm maneuvering, Houston.
Okay.
Roger that. Copy you maneuver to the LM jet attitude. Is that right?
That's the front.
That's the front.
You want to be to torque those gimbal angles.
Torque them, babe.
There it is. Okay, I'll do a star check.
Okay.
Okay, 140, 5308.
Okay, Odyssey, you're suddenly ahead of the timeline. Odyssey, Houston, request Omni Bravo.
I am on the Bravo, Joe.
Okay.
Okay, Houston, the sextant star check passes.
Say again, Jack.
I did a star check and it passes. It put the star right in the telescope.
Good enough.
Okay.
You can press on in the checklist, Jack. Mind out LM gimbal lock, Jim.
It's command module gimbal lock I'm worried about.
Okay.
Apollo Control, Houston, 140 hours, 55 minutes into the flight. That star check report confirms proper alignment of the command module platform. We're 45 minutes away now from scheduled time of LM jettison.
Houston?
Go ahead.
Roger, if you concur, we'd be inclined to recommend that you go to AGS for the maneuver because you'll have to be there later on anyway.
Okay.
And AGS Pulse is the recommendation.
We're having trouble maneuvering, Joe, without getting him in gimbal lock.
Okay,
You picked a lousy attitude to separate.
well, we apologize. Just take your time, Jim. We've got time now.
Okay. Houston, why can't I stay in pings that hold for the LM attitude hold?
Stand by on that, Jim. Aquarius, Houston, over.
Go ahead.
Okay, our recommendation is that you stay in AGS for the LM jet, simply because we've thought it through. We got the right deadbands and all set up. Over.
Okay. It's a lot easier for me to maneuver in pings, Joe, than it is in AGS.
Yeah, you can maneuver in pings, Jim. I'm sorry, I thought you were talking about the app hold and the LM jet afterward. You can maneuver in pings if you want to.
Apollo Control, 140 hours, 58 minutes. Apollo 13 now 15,786 nautical miles away. Velocity now reading 15,192 feet per second.
Prevent him we're getting the gimbal lock, I have to yaw out about, I'd say about almost 50 degrees.
Roger that. Just stay out of gimbal lock, and that 45 degree isn't critical. The out of plane, that is. Odyssey Houston, request on me, Charlie.
Okay, going on me, Charlie.
Thank
Get
you.
there.
Okay, good. Roger, that's Verb 46. Roger. Aquarius Houston.
Go ahead.
Okay, Jim, the particular DAP configuration we have set up now is using more fuel than we'd like out of System B. We'd like you to reconfigure the DAP to 30021, over. Thank you. Odyssey Houston.
Go ahead.
We'd like to have you turn the optics power off until you need them again, and we'd like to have you check the RCS ring 1 and 2 temps for us, over.
Optics power going off.
Okay.
Okay, Joe, our ring 1 is 50, ring 2 is about 42.
Ring 1, 50 copied. What was the other?
At 42.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, Houston, Aquarius, I'm at the left step attitude, and I'm planning on bailing out.
Okay,
I will-
can't think of a better idea, Jim.
I will go to Ags at hole if you want me to.
We recommend that, Jim. Okay, Aquarius Houston, in Ags at hole, we recommend wide deadband, over.
I'm in back, straight band.
Roger. Aquarius Houston, don't...
You need to relay something downstairs, Joe?
Odyssey Houston.
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, our troops would like to have you go to the systems test meter and read out the injector temps on RCS for us.
Okay. Go on. Okay, in work. Okay, Houston, let me read out the injector temperatures for you.
Go ahead.
5 Charlie, 4.2. 5 Dog, 4.6. 6 Alpha, 4.3. 6 Bravo, 4.3. 6 Charlie, 3.6. 6 Dog, 3.6.
Okay, copy that. No complaints.
Okay, we're ready to proceed with hatch closeout.
Okay, did Jim get the film out of Aquarius?
Yeah, you mean the film we took this morning?
That's affirmed.
Yes, we've transferred that.
Okay, good deal. Jack, let me mention something about the hatch integrity check. You're going to vent the tunnel until you get a 3 psi delta P. That should take 9 or 10 minutes, and it's our firm feeling that you don't have to wait another 10 minutes after that for a leak check. If it holds pressure for a minute or so, or even, you know you've got a good hatch, over.
Okay, copy that.
Okay.
Apollo Control Houston, 141 hours, 8 minutes now into the flight. Apollo 13, presently 14,468 nautical miles out from Earth. All 3 crewmen now in the command module preparing to install the hatch. We show 32 minutes, 40 seconds away from scheduled time of Lunar Module Jettison. This is Apollo Control Houston. This is Apollo Control Houston, 141 hours, 11 minutes now into the mission, less than 30 minutes away from scheduled time of jettisoning the lunar module. We show Apollo 13 at an altitude of 14,020 nautical miles. We have an estimate of an altitude of 9,729 nautical miles at the time of jettisoning the lunar module. We're at 141 hours, 11 minutes, continuing to monitor. This is Apollo Control, Houston.
Okay, Houston, we got an O2 full high.
Okay, Jack, are you...
Well, we might be pressurizing a lot of the system that was not pressurized.
Raj, I suspect that's the case. Let us check it.
Okay, take a good look at cabin.
Will do. Odyssey, Houston, just verify your direct O2 is off. Over.
Yes, sir, that's verified.
Okay, and...
it's dropping now, Joe.
Raj, we think you were just pressurizing the cabin up to that regulator's particular spec. Odyssey, Houston.
Go ahead.
Okay, we're observing middle gimbal angle getting a little bit high. The LM appears to be dead banding okay within its attitude, but just wanted you to know that we're keeping an eye on it, and if it does get too high, we might want you to punch off early.
Okay.
And verify that the hatch is secured and that you are venting the tunnel over.
That's verified. We have a delta P of 2.8.
Real good, real good.
This is Apollo Control, Houston, at 141 hours, 16 minutes into the flight. Apollo 13 now 13,283 nautical miles away from Earth, with a velocity building up now to 16,350 feet per second.
Mine, can I proceed on and kind of punch off early, or do you want me to punch off at exactly 1 hour?
Jack, when you are comfortably ready to punch off, you can go ahead and do it.
Okay.
That was Jack Swigert receiving confirmation from the ground from Joe Kerwin that he can jettison the lunar module at his convenience. So we'll stand by for that possibility at any time. We're at 141 hours, 17 minutes into the flight of Apollo 13.
Odyssey, Houston, we just had a formal go for LEMjet at your convenience. Over.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
Okay. Okay, Odyssey, Houston, we're ready for you to bring the BMAGs on and warm up, and all other things being equal, we'd like you to go through to LEMjet on the checklist you've got. And that is
okay,
BMAG 1.
Will do.
That's BMAG 1 now, as you know.
Yeah, BMAG 1 is at warm-up.
Good deal.
Apollo Control, Houston, 141 hours, 20 minutes now into the flight. While we're standing by, we'll pass along some updated numbers from the retro fire officer. We show time of entry into the Earth's atmosphere at 142 hours, 40 minutes, 39 seconds. Blackout begins at plus 18 seconds from time of entry interface.
Do you have a command module wait for me?
Stand by 1, Jack.
Blackout ends at 3 minutes 23 seconds from time of entry interface.
Odyssey, Houston.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm reminded that the entry DAP is all you've got. It'll initialize itself, and you won't have an RCS DAP, so you don't have to fool with it.
Okay.
Drogue deploys at 8 minutes 16 seconds. Main chutes deploy at 9 minutes 4 seconds from time of entry interface. Predicted time of splash 14 minutes 1 second from time of entry interface. Standing by, continuing to monitor. This is Apollo Control, Houston. Apollo Control, Houston, 141 hours, 22 minutes into the flight. We show Apollo 13 presently at an altitude of 12,474 nautical miles and a speed of 16,761 feet per second.
Okay, Joe, have you got your checklist out there on the SCS power-up?
That's affirmed.
Okay, I'm coming down here to a step that says FDAI power off. Is that what you want right now, I guess, huh?
Go ahead.
Okay, Jack, that FDAI power off is to stop momentary glitches as you bring up the BMAG to put it on, and you turn right around and put the FDAI power right back up on.
Okay, and I don't have the BMAG temp light out yet. Do you want me to go ahead and put the BMAG on with the temp light still on?
That's firm. We can go ahead and you'll have a good stable rate.
All right, let's do it.
Apollo Control Houston, 141 hours, 24 minutes now of the flight. The flight surgeons monitoring their consoles are taking readings on Jack Schweigert and Fred Hayes. Heart rates on these gentlemen running just over 100, slightly higher than average, indicating an increased workload. We now show Apollo 13 at 12,064 nautical miles away from Earth. Speed continuing to build up, now reading 16,989 feet per second. This is Apollo Control Houston.
Okay, Houston, we'll punch off at 141 plus 30.
Okay, Jack, we copy and we concur.
That was Jack Schweigert indicating that they plan to jettison the Lunar Module in about 3 minutes from this time. Apollo Control Houston, 141 hours, 28 minutes into the flight. Apollo 13 now 11,590 nautical miles away from Earth. For reentry, the 3 crewmen will be traveling in a shirt sleeve environment, not in their space suits. We're standing by now for reports of jettison of the Lunar Module. At 141 hours, 28 minutes, this is Apollo Control Houston.
Okay, Houston, do we have a go for power arm?
Odyssey Houston, we can give you a go if you'll put the logic on momentarily for us.
Okay, the sex logic is on.
Okay, just copy that, and you are go for power arm.
Real fine.
Okay, copy that. Farewell, Aquarius, and we thank you. Watch gimbal lock there, Jack.
Yeah, we did.
This is Apollo Control Houston at 141 hours, 31 minutes into the flight. We've had Lunar Module jettison. And for Apollo 13, the age of Aquarius ended at 141 hours, 30 minutes, ground elapsed time.
Odyssey Houston, request Omni Bravo.
Apollo Control Houston, 141 hours, 35 minutes now into the flight. We have a report from recovery that Samoa rescue aircraft 1, 3, and 4 are now en route to their respective stations. These C-130 aircraft. Samoa 1 will be positioned 105 nautical miles uprange. Samoa 4 200 nautical miles downrange. A correction to that last report, Samoa 1 will be 345 nautical miles uprange, Samoa 2, 240 nautical miles uprange, Samoa 4, 200 nautical miles downrange. Continuing to monitor at 141 hours, 36 minutes. This is Apollo Control, Houston.
Odyssey, Houston.
Go ahead.
Okay, Jack, we'll have a pad for you in a few minutes. We're getting data now on the tracking, and although we suspect the changes from your preliminary pad will be very small, we recommend that you hold off on initializing the EMS until we get you the final pad. Over.
Okay, will do.
Roger.
Okay, Houston, is this is Star Check passes?
Houston, copy. Good show. That was some P-52, Jack.
Yeah, I was kind of lucky, I guess.
Give you a big gold star for that one.
Thank you. Hey, Joe, we're standing by to copy your new pad.
Okay, Jack, it'll be a few minutes yet. We want to get it right up to speed.
Okay, I can proceed with EMS check, can I, Joe?
That's affirmative, Jack. You can go ahead with that.
It's Apollo Control, Houston, 141 hours, 40 minutes now to the flight of Apollo 13. Apollo 13 now at an altitude of 9,730 nautical miles from Earth, with a velocity now reading 18,504 feet per second. We have a report that the Lunar Module is continuing to hold altitude the way it should. Cabin pressure is holding, and here in Mission Control we'll continue to track the Lunar Module Aquarius until it re-enters. We're at 141 hours, 41 minutes into the flight, and this is Apollo Control, Houston. It's Apollo Control, Houston, at 141 hours, 44 minutes now into the mission. Apollo 13 presently at a distance of 9,102 nautical miles from Earth, and with a velocity reading 18,952 feet per second. Meanwhile, we have a listing of the crew members of the helicopters who will be airborne at the time of predicted landing. We read a estimated time of landing now of 1 hour, 10 minutes. Aboard Recovery 1, the pilot will be Commander Charles B. Smiley, 39, of Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Commander Smiley is the HS-4 commanding officer and picked up the Apollo 10 astronauts. Co-pilot Lieutenant Junior Grade Dana G. McCarthy, 25, of Chatham, Massachusetts. First crewman Ralph G. Slider, 28, of Paden City, West Virginia. Second crewman Michael Long, that's Longe, 21, of Shelburne, Vermont. The swimmer aboard Lieutenant Junior Grade Ernest Lee Janke, 26, of Greenwich, Connecticut. Aboard Swim 1, pilot Lieutenant Commander Carl John Frank, 35, North Merrick, New York. Co-pilot Lieutenant Junior Grade Douglas Fillmore Hudson, Jr., 24, of Barrington, Illinois. First crewman Robert Peterson, 23, Susanville, California. Second crewman Gary W. Nielsen, 21, of Delhi, Louisiana. Swimmer Stephen P. Jewett, 25, of Ontario, California. And second swimmer Robert J. Fanzelter, 19, of Burlington, Wisconsin. Fanzelter spelled P-F-A-N-Z-E-L-T-E-R. Third swimmer Luco Palma, first name Luco Palma, 19 of Tewksbury, Massachusetts.
See Houston, over.
Go ahead, Houston.
Okay, Jim, your cabin is looking real good. We recommend you turn the suit compressor to off now, over.
Going off. Boy, it's nice and quiet in here.
Okay, real good. Incidentally, your power is looking real good also, Jim.
Thank you.
Aboard swim helicopter number 2, pilot Lieutenant Alan Leroy Wilhite, 27, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Co-pilot Lieutenant Junior Grade Vernon E. Wright, 27, Atlanta, Georgia. First crewman Raymond Lloyd Morrison, Lynchburg, Virginia. Second crewman John William Town, McCook, Nebraska. First swimmer Alan W. Starr.
See Houston, I have your final entry pad when you're ready.
Alan W. Starr of Jackpot, Nevada.
Copy.
Okay, mid-pack. 000 152 000 142 38 19er 178. And you recall that's GET moon set and moon check attitude. Down 61. Minus 2166. Minus 16537. 052. 36211. 620. 1119er7. 36291. 1424046. 0030. The next four are N/A. D0 is 400. 0220. 0019er. 0338. 0759er. The rest of the pad is N/A for this one. You are lift vector up at the very bottom. And the remarks all remain the same. If you want me to copy them, let me know. Otherwise, you can read back. Over.
Okay, entry pad as follows. Mid-pack 000 152 000 1423819 178 minus 2166 minus 16537 052 36211 620 11197 36291 1424046 0030. Now the DLs are NA. DO is 400 0220 0019er 0338 0759er. All the rest are NA except lift vector, which is up, and they haven't done some previous bad.
Okay, Jim, that's a tiny hair shallower than we had you before, but it's based on solid tracking, and it still is lift vector up comfortably.
Gosh. We never did bring that angle up, did we?
No, actually, we didn't.
This is Apollo Control Houston, 141 hours, 53 minutes now into the flight. Our final pad shows a time of entry interface of 142 hours, 40 minutes, 46 seconds. Begin blackout at plus 19 seconds from time of entry interface. End blackout 3 minutes, 38 seconds. Time of drogue deploy from entry interface plus 7 minutes 59 seconds. Main chute deployment plus 8 minutes 46 seconds from time of entry interface. Predicted time of splash 13 minutes 44 seconds from time of entry interface. We're now at 141 hours 54 minutes into the mission, continuing to monitor. This is Apollo Control, Houston.